Alright, so today we are streaming part 2 of Old World Blues. Yeah, so in part 1, we had like an hour of exposition from the brains of the think tank. Professor Dana, or whatever, got off to our lobotomized status for weird reasons. I'll never live that one down, but, you know, at least that's not been clipped, so. And so, yeah, this is now part 2. We are still mindless, heartless, spineless, all the things because of our procedure. But Jack, my companion from Vault 16 Redux, came with us. And he got lucky. He did not get lobotomized, and I am totally not jealous about that. But that is neither here nor there. So, without further ado, let's hop right into game. And I need to plug in my controller. Alright. I am broken. Am I fixed? Yeah. Oh, okay. Ah, the purple screen of death.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius! Attack! You think that all
You're out of syntax. Maybe you'd be better off.
Speaking of Jack, where'd he go?
Continue knocking on! Destroy the intruders, my minion! You think that borrowed stealth suit will keep you hidden from me? Think again!
Oh, just run. Oh. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ah. Okay, stop. Okay. Well, shoot. If I can just fast travel, then that's what I shall do.
Bad guys, Del, what is this place? Are we outside?
You know, I was just saying we had Jack with us, but then I realized I don't know where he is, and I wonder if that's because of all the work I've been doing on Vault 16 Redux. So, it's just sad. I don't have Jack, so I don't know. I'm alone. Which means I will probably be absolutely destroyed.
This one looks pretty tough. I can't give you anything for that injury.
You don't say.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Okay.
one looks pretty tough.
Oh yeah. Take that. Right to the snout. Honk.
Fighting over.
That's what I'm talking about. I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you like me?
I don't know how to answer that. No. Oh, I have to release the cyber dogs. I hate my life. Okay. Gosh. Wait, I'm confused now. I can't release them both. But I have a bad feeling that I know what the unusual specimen is.
This one looks pretty tough.
Oh, that is so terrible.
Was that all?
Gabe! No! His cyber dog atomic core! It's as if that means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in 10. Boros, why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right?
9. All be fine.
7. Yes, 7. 6. Halfway to destruction, measured in clicks. 5 by 5. Someone's coming in line. 4, as in forbidden. Do you hear me, think tank? It is I, Mobius, hacking your frequenosity.
time to fight.
Students, this is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
That won't work. Oh, and I'm nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Well, that was lucky. He won't die. He won't die.
I am Lord of this institution. I was a student here. Do you hear that? It is my trumpet of victories!
Dealing? Walking? No. Reading? No. Dealing. Alright, there we go. Just shut her down.
Down at the end of the hall is ball storage. For jocks who like balls. Like Richie Marcus. Did you hear me, Betsy?
Come on! What is this stormtrooper aim?
We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit. No more stim packs.
Dumb, New Vegas AI.
We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit.
Come here,
No more
nice
stim
dog.
packs.
Breaking the game.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Hey.
Bad guys dealt with.
Well, I guess that's the point.
We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit. Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Really? Okay. Moving the terminal around on me. I'm so very confused what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. Audio sample.
Was that all?
Of course. Now let's get more
Okay, I'll go away.
Nice. I really hope I don't have to. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure out what's broken there because I currently cannot craft anything.
This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
Yeah.
Scanning for hostiles. Scanning for hostiles. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Commencing attack on hostile target. This
You are in the library. Be quiet here and filled with...
Oh, that's just cruel. I hate it. So much for the combat armor. Okay.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
This area clear. Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear. Please step into the open and identify yourself. Hold it right there. Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored shortly. progress. Since and dangerous.
Well, that's nice. Okay. I don't. Yeah.
You are in my territory. Be quiet here and filled with...
Backflip.
Attention. Fugitives should be considered armed and dangerous.
Oh, I don't think so.
Please place all filthy propaganda books in the incinerator chute in the city. Especially those with funny pictures of me in them.
Looting. Nope. Big nope. Useless. Was ironically useless. Blowing? Nope. Come on. Alright, let's just try it again. Working. Sending? No. Faction.
Please stand clear. This is... Take cover.
Well, that's nice. DN Agent perk granted. Your study of the abominations created at the Big Imp Mountain has granted you damage bonus against Night Stalker. You have found a recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox in the sink to recalibrate the sonic emitter.
To be attacked by Dr. Mobius! Attack!
Nope.
Eureka!
Nope.
In the name of Dr. Mobius!
Nope.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Eureka! In the name of Dr. Mobius! If you think braving the cyber dogs of X8 makes you brave, intruder, it is no use. All cyber dogs are under my command, and they will bite you.
Oh yeah. No.
Our lobotomite, 3. Dr. Mobius, 0. Time for violence. Destroy the intruder, my minion. If you think braving the cyber dogs of X8 makes you... It is no use. All cyber dogs are under... They will bite you.
My way back home.
This does not give you license to excrete on it.
I didn't do it.
Sir's accoutrements are precisely where Sir has left them, and should the toaster say otherwise, I remind Sir that it is a waste room.
Okay.
Might I be of service, Sir?
Number of equipment repaired. Guess I don't have enough for that.
Might I be of service?
No impacts, come on. Oh, nice. Don't mind if I take all I can get. Just go ahead, do that. Fancy last snack cakes.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's such much you can share with me.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
These technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Would the suit's dampening abilities allow me to sneak into the Forbidden Zone?
I suppose it could. If it could be quiet for more than a few moments, always talking, touching things. It does have an interface disruptor weave against electronics, like the Forbidden Zone door. Let me check something. Of course! I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Shall I go after him then?
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
I should put you back on.
Have you ever wanted to be invisible?
Well, kind of why.
All out of stim packs. No more medics to kill the pain. Do you like me?
We're now going through this again. Okay.
Time to fight.
Do not approach the pylons. Pylons are the glowing things. Also, do not approach a glowing pylon. If you see a glowing pylon, call security.
That's all. Time to fight. No more stim packs.
Okay. Bruh.
fight me? You're no match for science.
I can't give you anything for that injury. Fighting over. No more stim packs. I can't give you anything for that injury. I can't give you anything for that injury. I can't give you anything for that injury.
I'll
can't
just
give you
take some
anything for that
relief
injury.
while I go relieve my tank. No one will know.
No more stim packs. I can't give you anything for that injury. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit.
It's gonna be so miserable. Okay, maybe we avoid that.
No more stim packs. No more stim packs. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit. I can't give you anything for that injury. I can't give you anything for that injury.
Guess I'm just gonna have to get good.
I can't give you anything for that injury. Uh-oh. Bad guys dealt with. Uh-oh.
In the name of Dr. Mobius,
We're out of stim packs.
violence.
Maybe you'd be better off
Destroy
with an
the
autodoc
intruder.
suit.
No match for science. Go, my minion.
How far back am I gonna be dropped?
This one looks pretty tough. time to
There is
fight.
no standing on the green pipes. If you are standing on the green pipes, please get off them at once.
Mobius! Anti-Scorpion! Attack, Scorpion! You won't escape me!
We're going around this way. What is this? Is this a medical facility? I need a medical facility.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
No clue. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. No, okay. Ah!
No more stim packs.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm painfully aware. You're killing me, Smalls. Where are all the stim packs?
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Why are there no stim
No
packs?
more stim packs. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit.
At least the Autodoc suit would talk to me less.
No more stim packs. I can't give you anything for that injury. Fighting over.
Tail
We're out of
knocking
stim
off!
packs.
Attack!
Maybe you'd be better off with an autodoc suit.
I see you! Now, no match for science! Go, my men!
No more stim packs. Ready, steady, fighty.
Don't scare us! You're no match for science! You're no match for
No more
science!
medicine. So sad. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Okay. I'm kind of getting tired of not having any stim packs. So know. I know. You can make fun of me for cheating all you want. I'm getting tired of not having stim packs because this DLC is impossible without stim packs. Oh, and I am overweight.
This one looks pretty tough. Please take this. I don't want you to die.
That doesn't seem to really be working.
Seize you! In the name of Dr. Morius! You won't escape me, Scorpion! Attack!
Bad guys dealt with.
Feel the Feel the wrath of the science of X-42!
Keep on your feet. Bad guys dealt with. Do you like me?
Must go up, I guess. The Forbidden Zone. Oh, hey.
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. The anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
I was curious about something.
Oh, curiosity. I experienced that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant...
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Exactly I want my brain so I can leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Time for me to go. Bye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor. do so love integers.
Wow.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Imagination. Yep, there's the psycho too.
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Have them all removed.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, hmm? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
I don't want to hear it. Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, a, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge.
Oh, well.
And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Of course you're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands. Unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things? What about the cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food? Love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
So what, you'd rather stay here, never leaving that tank of whatever that stuff is?
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here.
Well, if you like being stuck in there so much, maybe I'll just leave you.
Oh no! Please, don't leave me here in this nice, safe dome where I have access to nutritive fluids and a fully indexed library. Please don't deprive me of being dragged through a landscape so bleak it was actually improved by the end of the world. I don't know how I could bear it.
Look what happened to the think tank. Do you really want to end up like them after a few hundred years?
It's true, the brains here have experienced some degree of deterioration, I'm confident that with a few decades of work, I can solve the problem.
Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
Of course you do. How scintillating.
How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Well, manage that on something else.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
I can see your point. What can I do to make this a fair compromise?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
Oh, boundaries.
First, showers! Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Fine, you've got a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you.
Come on, let's go. We're getting out of here.
Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract.
Hey.
I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
Come on, you're my brain and I'm your body. This is meant to be, baby.
Are you coming on to me? Sweet Lord, I don't even have the words for how repeatedly wrong that is. Please tell me we weren't that perverse when I was in your head. Ugh. Anyways, even if that was on the table, we have a problem. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Well, they promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Then let's go make them share. Come on, brain. It's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Let's just say violence is the last resort of the civilized man, and I'm feeling mighty uncivilized.
With an attitude like that, it's small wonder you got yourself shot in the head.
What's it gonna take to convince you?
I'd like to find a nice little place to live, maybe in Good Springs, and settle down where we won't get shot at. Not as often, at any rate. But since that doesn't seem likely, what's your plan?
If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Very well. I suppose I have no choice. Goodbye, peaceful, soothing brain jar. Hello, head wounds and scorpions. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
What the fuck? Who wrote this?
Ready, steady, on your feet.
And who gets to clean up all this blood? Me, that's who.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too. Was that all?
Well, time to be reunited with our brain, our spine, and our heart. Man, I'm the entire fucking Wizard of Oz. Not the wizard, but I am like the scarecrow who needs a brain. The Tin Man who needs a heart. Needs courage, needs spine.
Well, how about that? Old Autodoc's back online. Well, alright, come here, let's have a look at you. Well, he ain't the fittest horse that ever ran a race, but he don't appear in immediate danger of keeling over. I can patch you up if you want.
I'm feeling a little unwell in the head. Can you perform a psychiatric evaluation on me?
Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health.
I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want?
I'm ready, let's do it.
Alright, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable.
The Autodoc psychiatric evaluation will allow you to redefine the traits you selected when you created your character. You may only do this once. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yeah, twist my psyche into new and exciting shapes.
You require some additional...
I'd like to engage your services.
And rightly so, I should think. Alright.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This prototype Autodoc is capable of performing a thorough physical exam and curing the patient of all common ailments, radiation sickness, lacerations, broken bones, and even chemical addictions. In addition, it can also give haircuts and perform cosmetic surgery. Basic physical exam.
Forceps, nurse. This man's got a severe case of shoe lung. You require some additional...
Small body parts. Place your heart back in your chest. You've lost the heartless perk. Cardiac arrest perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison, and robots are only somewhat confused by you. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Nice.
You require some additional service?
Reattach your spine. You've lost the spineless perk. Reinforce spine perk. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold bonuses have doubled. Yo.
You require some additional...
I am no longer Darth Vader. Can you do anything beyond healing me?
Well, firstly, I would say providing wholeness of the body is service enough, but if you must know, I'm also programmed with cosmetical subroutines. Diagnostic says they're offline at the moment, though. Something about corrupted data files and all manner of such foolishness. If you want a haircut or a nose job that won't leave you looking like a ghoul with alopecia, you'll have to find replacement discs for them.
A ghoul with alopecia.
Also, and I won't swear to this, but I recollect at some point having a few implant installation modules. Can't speak to where they got to, though.
Don't need anything else right now.
Well, I'll be right here if you change your mind.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain, now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. You know what? I think you're past due for your lobotomy fine.
A fight? I've never been in a fight. What? Ah! Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack! Blaster
Time
with
to
our
fight.
radio beams already! Another time suggesting we get bodyguards. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Often time.
You're going on a ride. Beginning possession. I believe I'm dead or dying. Wait,
bad guys dealt with.
My name was Dr. Zero, not O.
Wow. Okay, but where were you storing that exactly? Teddy bear? Oh, that explains why she called us teddy bear. You know what? We'll take the teddy bear.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others, which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with the whole thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink was strangely silent, which it had never been in previous years. The lack of personality modules made the base lifeless and sterile.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries, to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
The big brain perk. Anyways, transportal plunder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, you simply equip the transportal plunder as you would with any weapon, pull the trigger, and away you'll go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations, and it is totally incapable of harming your enemies.
Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird.
DLC is this outfit.
Okay, I'll go away.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, a lot of fun goodies. I guess this would take us back. Yeah. So yeah, that was the Old World Blues DLC. I hope you've enjoyed that.